Hey guys, welcome back. For today's video, I have a perfume haul featuring some new fragrances that I have added to my perfume collection. I have 6 fragrances that we're going to talk about today. So if you would like to see the fragrances that I picked up recently, then just keep on watching. I'm super excited to talk about the fragrances that I picked up recently. So I am going to start off with the one that has already been shown. Actually, there's two that have already been shown on my channel for either a review video or a video talking about this fragrance in the video, but I have not done an official haul with these. So the first one was sent over to me by Twisted Lily, so thank you so much to Twisted Lily. If you don't know about Twisted Lily, they have amazing niche fragrances. You can purchase the full size. They also offer sample sizes for very good prices before you commit to buying the full size bottle. So I am going to be putting the discount code on the screen. It is Amy Glam 10 so that you can get 10% off of your order, and I will be leaving all of the information in the description box below. So this fragrance is by Vilhelm Parfumerie, and this is Mango Skin. So I have mango skin in my collection now, and this fragrance, I mean, first of all, the packaging is absolutely beautiful. It comes with this beautiful color, which is the color that all of their fragrances has, but this just goes great with the fragrance because it is called Mango Skin. And then here is the perfume bottle. So this is just beautiful. The presentation alone is everything. So many of you guys recommended this fragrance to me when I told you that I was looking for a mango, but I was kind of tired of how almost every fragrance that has mango in it, it has some sort of white floral to it. It smells too perfumey. It smells a little screechy. It's too loud. I kept hearing over and over, Amy, you will love Mango Skin. And so far, I'm really liking it. This is going to be perfect for spring and summer. And when I tell you, you pick up the mango and the mango skin itself, like it is this ripe, juicy mango in the middle of summertime. It smells so realistic. It's crazy. It does have like that perfumey touch towards the end of you smelling it. But what I pick up first and the most is that mango and the mango skin. The main accords are tropical, fruity, sweet, and terpenic. And the notes are top notes mango, blackberry, and black pepper, which I do pick up the blackberry as well in here. It's very nicely mixed in with the mango. Middle notes has jasmine, orris, and lotus, and the base notes has vanilla, pink icing, and patchouli. Now you can't smell the patchouli in this fragrance, but to me it's not off-putting. It's not an exaggerated amount. It's not too dirty or anything. It just adds like a more perfumey, sophisticated touch to the fragrance. But like I said, I get very bright vibes out of this juicy mango, but then there's this sexiness in here because of the patchouli that's in there. It just adds a very nice uniqueness to the fragrance. So I'm very excited to have this in my collection. I wanted to include it in this haul so that you guys can know what to look out for in my channel, what new fragrances are in my collection that I will be talking about in the future. And this one is just, I love it. So far right now, from first impression, I will give it a 9 out of 10. Super duper excited to start wearing this one. I do have this one in my perfume tray, and I will be using it the second half of this month. So that is Mango Skin. Next up, we have a fragrance that was featured in a Sephora haul, and I also already did my first thoughts, my review on it, and this is from Kayali. This is their latest fragrance release, and this is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. So here is the packaging for this one. I really love that iridescent color that it has. And I did pick up the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. So here is the beautiful bottle for Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. This fragrance right here has been it's been a roller coaster with this fragrance. I will say that I'm very excited to wear this, but I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this during fall time. I do have to wear it and see how I feel about it during spring and summer, but the main accords for this fragrance are sweet, vanilla, woody, fruity, powdery, aquatic, balsamic, patchouli, warm, spicy, and amber. So as you can see, the main accords tells you a lot. So if you were expecting this to be like a gourmand, creamy, fluffy, sweet, super gourmand type of scent, I don't think this is going to give you that. At least I don't pick that up from it. I get more of a warm, woody vanilla with that burst of bubblegum and candy in the opening. That's where I pick it up the most. The top notes for this fragrance are vanilla, pear, marshmallow, rum, violet leaves, and ylang ylang. The middle notes are bubblegum, jelly bean, jasmine, caramel, and labdanum. And the base notes are sugar, patchouli, cashmere wood, vetiver, tonka, and sandalwood. This one I'm gonna spray here on my arm. The opening to me is Kayali Vanilla 28, which is like this sugary vanilla. It's like a burnt sugar, and I definitely get that in here, along with those very sweet. I'm starting to pick up a lot on the caramel, which I was not picking up in the beginning. It's starting to feel sweeter to me, so I'm thinking the more this fragrance sits, it's definitely gonna blend better, it's gonna get thicker, and we're definitely going to be smelling more of those notes. But right now that it's fresh, it's new, I will say right now I'm picking up a lot of the bubblegum, so it has been changing as I try it all these days. That's why in my review I made sure to tell you guys that those were my first thoughts. I do get like that warm sensual vanilla. There's also a little bit of a similarity to La Belle, but a much better La Belle fragrance. I think it's more of like that pear that's in La Belle, where it's kind of, I don't want to say a jammy pear, but like a candied pear, like a baked candied pear or something. So you definitely get sweetness in here. There's a powdery touch in here. There's also those woody touches. It's very sexy. It also has a similarity to Vanilla 28 from Kayali. So it is just like this chameleon of a scent. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking it more and more. But I definitely think this is something I will really pick up during fall and winter for sure. Really nice fragrance from Kayali. I'm very excited to keep wearing it and see how I end up feeling about it, but it's definitely an interesting one, and I think that they did a great job with this release. So that is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. Next up is a fragrance that was recommended to me by a sweet friend on Instagram and also on YouTube. So her channel is Beauty by Ralu, and she also has an Instagram as well, and we're always messaging each other through DM on Instagram. She is such a sweet person, and she recommended this fragrance and I got super excited. So this fragrance is from Monde Gourmand, which I have been loving a lot. I have two other fragrances from that house, and this one is called Fruit du Dragon. So she sent me a DM through Instagram telling me that this is something she thinks I would like and to try it out. So the main accords for this fragrance are fruity, tropical, and floral. Now the notes, I was a little worried because there are notes in there that sometimes work for me, sometimes don't. But the notes are pitahaya, which is like the dragon fruit, black currant, passion flower, and white musk. This is affordable. You can find it on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link in the description box if you're interested. But this one was very interesting. It's very different. I don't think I have anything in my collection that smells quite like this fragrance. There's this super tart, but yet very juicy. It's almost like sparkling, and it definitely has a juicy, fruity. I feel like this would smell really nice like on a summer evening. It's just very juicy, flirty, super tart and fruity. I have to see how this wears, because the first time I sprayed it I was very excited with it and I was really loving it, but now that I'm spraying it the second time I have to fully wear it to be able to give my complete review on it. So right now this is like first impressions. There's something about it that's really nice and feminine and girly, but then I'm getting something along with it that smells almost as if there was like a spice in there, which is crazy because there isn't. Maybe it's the black currant. I definitely need to wear this one more because I do struggle with black currant sometimes. So let's see how this one works out for me, but it's affordable. If you're a fruity tropical type of girl, you would really enjoy this. I will be updating you guys as I wear this fragrance. Next up is another one that I did have a few DMs asking me if I was going to review this fragrance, and I believe this is new. So this one I have to look up on Amazon because I don't think it's on Fragrantica, but this is from Paris Corner. This is a Middle Eastern fragrance, and this was released recently, and the notes sound amazing. This is one that I might be letting it sit until fall time because it's very gourmand. And this is Paris Corner Qissa Delicious. So here is the box for it. This is also an affordable fragrance if you like to purchase affordable fragrances. This one and the last one are definitely on the more affordable side. And I have purchased all of these myself except for the mango skin. Everything else I purchased. So here is the bottle for this fragrance. It is like a bronzy, almost coppery type of bottle. Super duper heavy. And the notes in this fragrance, the top note is sugar, orange, and almond milk. Middle note is dark chocolate, vanilla, and orchid. And the base notes are caramel, patchouli, and musk. Sounds so good. Now, I will say I sprayed this one the first day I got it, and it was very weak and very, very close to the skin. But with these types of fragrances, it's always good to let them sit for a bit. That is definitely my type of gourmand scent. It reminds me so much of fragrances like Vanilla Sky from Skylar, fragrances like MAC Creme de Nude, Philosophy Fresh, is it Fresh Warm Cashmere? I don't remember the name, but this smells very, very similar to that. But the orange is starting to come through mixed in with that chocolate, and for the first time ever, I'm finding it really nice. I usually don't like citrus mixed with chocolate, but that is doing something. It's really warm, vanilla, chocolatey, almost powdery and fluffy when you first spray it. It's definitely the almond milk mixed in with the orange and the chocolate that I'm getting. That is so good. It is a true gourmand lover's dream type of fragrance. The only thing that I will say is I will be waiting on this one for it to get a little thicker, but from smelling it right now, it's really nice. There is no sharpness to it. Everything is very smooth. It's really pretty. I won't say that I am like jumping for joy with it because it does feel a little soft and quiet, but I know that these fragrances do take a little time to get thicker and denser and for those notes to come through. So far I would give this one like an 8 out of 10. I didn't rate this one, but right now I would give it about a 7 out of 10. I'm just getting a little note in there that I'm not too sure about, but overall it's a beautiful fruity scent. Let me know how many of you have tried the delicious scent and what you think about it. Now I'm going to move on to 2 new fragrances in my collection, and the first 2 fragrances that I actually blind bought from this house because I have not really been blind buying too much unless I'm like very positive about the notes and things like that, but for the most part I have been getting travel sizes and all of that. But these 2 I decided to just go for it and give you guys my initial thoughts. One of them is completely wrapped up because I just got it in the mail today, so we're gonna be trying it out together. The other one I have been trying out for like the past week, trying to make up my mind because some days I'm in love and other days I'm so about it. So these are from the house of Sniff, and they have a recent release which is called Coco Shimmy. So this is the fragrance right here. And first of all, I will say I'm very impressed with the packaging of Sniff. It's very thoughtful for it being more on the affordable side compared to designer fragrances. I feel like the packaging is really nice. You get this box that has the house name on it, and then you get a description in the back of the fragrance. So it says shimmy, shake, sip, and soak it all in. Dive headfirst into Coco Shimmy, where the good times smell like a coconut spritz with a sun-kissed twist. In the golden age of poolside chic, you can get lost in leisure and sway to the spray of creamy coconut, pineapple, sandalwood, and tonka bean, topped off with sunscreen and surf wax. You'll never want this scent soiree to end. So the whole sunscreen part is what kind of throws me off. I do love all of the other notes, the pineapple, the coconut, the tonka bean, and sandalwood. It just sounds beautiful, but that sunscreen does throw me off a little bit because I'm kind of over those by now. And then this is what I mean by just really nice, thoughtful packaging. It feels very luxurious for the price point. So when you open it up, here is the fragrance. So I think this is really nice presentation. So I did have to point that out. And here is the bottle for Coco Shimmy. Oh, this is too funny. Look at what it says on the bottom. It says, trust your own damn nose. That is the cutest thing and super true. You have to trust your own nose. The packaging for this, it has a magnetic cap, feels pretty nice. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. This fragrance, when I first spray it, it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. You get this coconut, but it's airy. You get the pineapple. It kind of gives me like those vibes of Miami Nectar from Ellis Brooklyn. In the opening, like the initial blast puts you in that summer mood, bathing suit, by the beach or by the pool. And then I also start getting the tonka in here, and that's the reason why I want to keep this and I don't want to return it or sell it. I really love what they did by adding tonka in here, because tonka, at least to my nose, gives fragrances a bit of like this smoky, I wouldn't say ashy, but like a smoky, smooth feeling to a fragrance. So it takes that pineapple and it takes that coconut and it takes all of those like refreshing notes, and then it adds this like smokiness to it that really rounds it out for me. I will say it's a close to the skin type of scent, and you do get a bit of a sunscreen touch in there. So if you are a person who does not like sunscreen, stay away from this one because it does have that for sure. I do prefer this one over by Rosie Jane Missy, which I was so excited about that release, and that one turned. It went from being like a beautiful dream fragrance the first time that I sprayed it, and then the more I kept spraying it, the more it started to smell like straight up sunscreen mixed with heavy white florals. I don't even remember if it had white florals, but I know that it was like sharp florals and I couldn't really enjoy it. This one feels way more smooth, and I don't know why. For some reason I'm thinking about bananas with this fragrance, even though there's no bananas in the notes, but something about it makes me think of banana. I'm not sure what it could be, but I get the, like I said, the coconut, the pineapple, the tropical vibes from it. It's just a summer beautiful fragrance, but it does have a bit of that sunscreen touch to it. I definitely need to keep wearing it to really be able to give my thoughts on it, but so far, summer in a bottle for sure. Smells really nice, so I just need to wear it some more. And then last but not least, I'm very excited about this one. I hope it does not let me down, because the other Snif fragrances are just, they're not for me. I tried so many different ones. I don't remember the names right now, but they all smelled like super strong and just not enjoyable to my nose. And then I saw that this one came back in stock, and I felt like I needed it because the notes in here and the way that people have been describing it really made me want to give it a try. And this one is called Heal the Way. So it comes in this packaging right here, which we are going to open up right now. So this is the first time I'm opening it, but I'm telling you, the packaging is just, I really like the packaging. So this one came with this wrapped on the outside, and then you get the little box just like the other one. And here is the bottle. Nice packaging. And let's read the notes for this fragrance. So the notes are top gingerbread, cocoa tone, and pistachio cream. And the dry down is vanilla absolute, creamy musk, and upcycled organox. This cannot go wrong. It just can't. So let's go ahead and try it out. That first spray, or I think I did like 2 or 3 sprays, my nose was on fire. Like when there's a lot of pink pepper, even though there was no pink pepper mentioned, that is strong. I will say the dry down feels really, really nice, but the initial opening is a blast. For those of you who have Kayali Vanilla 28, I always joke around with you guys and tell you that it always makes me sneeze. And I feel like this had the exact same kind of feeling, but like to the 10th power. Like my nose was just like, ooh. Now that it's drying, okay. I was not a fan of the opening, but the dry down, super comforting. The pistachio note in here, beautiful. It has this like nuttiness, powdery, smooth touch to it. It definitely has an ambery touch to it for sure, which I struggle with amber in fragrances. Now that does make this smell way more high end than what it is, because amber usually adds like that bougie touch to fragrances. I would have to give this a full wear. I'm 50-50 with it. I will say the opening is pretty harsh. I'm fighting the urge to like sneeze or cough. And it does dry down to like this very comforting kind of nutty scent. I definitely need to wear it because it might not be enough for me to want to keep it in my collection. Unfortunately, I feel like I have other fragrances that kind of give off this vibe that I prefer 1,000 times. For example, my Prada Infusion Diamant. That one's almond, so it's not pistachio, but I feel like it gives me the same effect and the same scent DNA while being more creamy and sweet and inviting. I feel like this one has a bit more of like a seriousness to it. It's not as sweet to me. It's just nutty, smooth, relaxing and calming. So it definitely has like this earthy, almost grounding touch to the fragrance. But I'm not sure if it's one that I need to keep in my collection. This might either be getting sold or taken back. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but that brings me to the end of my perfume haul. I will say I will give Coco Shimmy 9 out of 10 and Heal the Way, I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10 right now. We shall see. But that brings me to the end of today's video. Comment down below if you have any of these fragrances, how you feel about them, how they wear on you, how they smell to you. Cannot wait to talk to you in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.